Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Susan McGuire, Director of Professional Development here at ACCE, and I'm really happy to welcome you to this short tour of the ACC websites for participants in our sales mentorship program. So welcome, everyone. During this webinar, we'll do an overview of the many membership-related resources we have on our ACC website, plus some of our in-person networking and information resources as well. And with me today is Jen Pack, who is our information manager here at ACCE and manages the Ask ACCE portal. And we're both pleased to be with you today for our tour. So before we begin, I just have a few housekeeping items. First, all attendees are in listen-only mode during the presentation part of the webinar to avoid background noise. We'll take questions at the end of the presentation. And second, with regard to those questions, there are two ways you can ask them this afternoon. First, you can type in your question using the question function of the webinar. The question box is on the lower right-hand corner of your screen. Just type in your question, and we here, either Jen or I will see them. We'll repeat the question aloud and provide an answer when we get to the end of the presentation. If we run out of time to answer all your questions that you've typed in, we'll contact you after the webinar and answer them individually. Second, since we have a smaller group this afternoon than our usual webinars, we are going to use the option of unmuting you if you raise your hand. So to raise your hand, you can click on the button next to your name to raise your hand. If you want to speak, ask a question, or share any information, click that. And when I see that after the presentation, I will unmute you. And you can ask your question, and then when you're done, I'll mute you up again. So that's just another way if you prefer to talk instead of type for your questions. And thirdly, the webinar is being recorded, and I will send you a link to the webinar within the next day or so, along with a link to our current website, Fast Facts Guide. And you can also download that Fast Facts Guide from the webinar panel. It is listed in the handout section on the right. Just click on it and download. So you can do that now, or you can look at the Fast Facts Guide later, either way. But for right now, you just need to sit back, watch, and listen. So to kick off our tour, I'm going to hand the presentation over to Jen. Jen, take it away.
Thanks, Susan, and welcome, everybody. Today we're going to tour the ACC site, starting with the basics, such as how to log into the site and review and update your membership information. Keep in mind that many of the resources will be changing in the near future, and you can always use the Ask ACC online form if you need assistance. A link can be found to that form under Information, and then by clicking on Help. For now, I'm going to go back to the home page. Our home page is frequently updated with news such as event listings, upcoming webinars, division roundtable, conference calls, and more. If you click on See More Upcoming Events, you'll see a complete listing of ACCE online events, as well as other chamber-related conferences and events. Let's go back up to the top. I'm going to show you how to log in. You can log in on the upper right corner of the ACC homepage, or actually any of the pages on our website. Each member of your chamber should have his or her own username and password. If you don't know your username or password, you can request it using the Ask ACC online Submit a Question form. I'm actually not sure what's happening right now. I don't know why it took me to that document, so I'm just going to log in on this other screen here. Okay. So once you're logged into the website, you can click on that My Account, which I was on the last screen, and then it'll take you to this membership portal. This is where you can find out what events you've registered for. You can search the ACC membership directory, or log into dynamic chamber benchmarking, which we'll talk a little bit about later. Let's take a look at how you can update your personal information. That's all under My Membership. And this is where you can change your username or password. And then under Update My Personal Information, you can update your personal preferences, including your professional interest areas. This way you'll get emails from us on roundtable discussions, webinars, newsletters, and other information of interest to you. You can just unclick or click the ones that you are interested in, and then click Save at the bottom here. I also wanted to just show you this About tab. This is where you can find out more information about ACC's history, our strategic plan, which is being updated, our board of directors, and staff directory. So that gives you a little overview on how to log into our website and about ACCE. Now let's talk about ACC's networks, divisions, community peer groups, LinkedIn groups, and more. And Susan's going to cover that.
Okay, well, thanks, Jen. I'm going to talk about ways to network with other ACCE sales professionals and other ACC members first, and then I will go to our professional development opportunities we have here at ACCE and touch on our sales award. So let's get started. We'll start with our member directory. Within the member directory, you can search for individual members or chambers, and you can email members through the directory as well. We also have a separate business directory where you'll find our official corporate sponsors as well as business members and consultants who serve our industry. Additionally, some offer affinity programs designed to generate non-dues revenue, and many of these folks exhibit during our annual convention, which will take place this year from July 14th to 17th in Long Beach, California. So that's our business directory. Now let's take a look at our networks. We have several kinds of networks. The first are our community peer groups. They're specifically designed for CEOs to build peer relationships with groups that are organized by community type and size, and you can see them listed along the top of this web page. Then we also have divisions. Divisions are open to everyone and are truly your home base. They are organized by job function. If you want to hover over division, there you go. And they help you connect with your closest counterparts. We have a wide variety of divisions available, and we welcome you to connect with peers who share your common interests. So let's take a little closer look at the membership development division, which is all the way there to the right. On this page, you'll see links to our Chamberpedia or information office pages on membership topics. We have links to recorded webinars on membership topics and links to our recorded membership roundtable calls. We also have more information about this year's sales training, and I'll talk a little bit about that in a few minutes. And you can download copies of sales training conference handouts from previous years by clicking on that second bullet underneath sales training conference. So I really encourage you to take a look at those. And then if you scroll down a little bit more, we have a special grouping of resources just for new membership professionals. It's under highlights for new membership professionals, including several particularly useful webinars and roundtable calls, as well as the recordings of the first two calls in our 2019 series designed for new membership professionals. So I'd really recommend that you take a look at these bullet points, and particularly if you haven't looked at the MDD page before and are just getting started, this is a great place to start. And I'll note that I will make sure that you all are signed up for the Membership Development Division so that you'll get our regular newsletters and notices when we schedule live webinars or roundtable discussions for membership professionals. On the MDD page, you can also access information about the Circle of Champions program. The Circle of Champions is part of the Membership Development Division, and it sponsors two recognition programs for Chamber sales professionals, our annual sales contest and our Lifetime Sales Achievement Award program. And you can find out more information about both by clicking where indicated on the Circle of Champions page. So in the sales contest, you compete against other individual membership sales professionals from like-sized chambers. for the top annual prize in number of new sales and dollar value of new sales. So we're in the fourth quarter of the contest for this year. We just started the fourth quarter, and that will wind up at the end of May. However, a new contest year starts on June 1st and runs through May 31st, 2019, and we will have applications for that available very soon. Then Lifetime Achievement Awards. ACC also recognizes your achievement as a membership sales professional throughout your entire career through our Lifetime Sales Achievement Awards program. You can find out more about that program right from the MDD page. Looks like it's taken a little bit to load. Sometimes things take longer to load when we do our webinar process, but there it is. It's a simple form you fill out. You need to get a signature from your CEO, and you submit that, and the applications are due June 4th, 2019. And winners in both of these sales award programs are recognized at the award ceremony at our annual convention, and it's a wonderful experience to be involved in winning one of those awards. So to join the Circle of Champions, click on Enroll Your Sales Team Today back on the MDD page and fill out the online form. That form will make its way to me, and I will get you signed up. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact me. So now I'm going to circle over to our professional development pages. Our online professional development program is called ACC University Online. ACC University Online includes online e-courses, recorded convention and other training workshops, and webinars. You can access these offerings most easily by clicking on Professional Development at the top of any website page and then on ACC University. From there, you can scroll down to find e-courses, and you can click on any of them to get a more complete description. And included in our e-courses are recorded convention and other training sessions from our conventions from 2014 through 2017. We have convention tracks, which are organized by topic, including a membership topic, as well as individual recorded workshops. Our e-courses, including those recorded convention workshops, are offered for a fee that varies according to your membership type. You'll need your username and password to purchase them. Note that if your chamber has purchased an ACC All Access Pass, the e-courses are included within the pass, and they're also included within Horizon Investor Benefits. So in those two cases, you or anyone in your chamber will be able to access them for no additional fee. We also have audio recordings of many of the sessions from our most recent convention, our 2018 convention in Des Moines. And with those, we have audio recordings, and those are available absolutely free. You can get to them by going to our 2018 post-convention page. Get to that page by clicking on Professional Development, hovering over Annual Convention, and then clicking on 2018 Annual Convention. So you'll be able to find audio recordings along with videos of the award show, photos, lots of other information about that particular convention. So take a look at that. And as you can see, if you kind of go back to the other conventions under annual convention resources, you can also get handouts from the 2015, 2016, and 2017 conventions as well. So the handouts are also free of charge. So I'm going to switch over to webinars. We have many free recorded webinars within the ACC online catalog. The easiest way to access them is to hover over ACC University and click on Webinars. And then you just scroll through and click on the icons for webinars of interest. There we go. The webinars are listed in reverse chron order for those we've presented in the last year or so, and then in alphabetical order. All recorded webinars are included with your membership, and there's no additional fee for you or anyone in your chamber. They're usually about an hour long, maybe 45 minutes to an hour, where presentation materials have been made available to us. We've posted those right there on the page. So there you have our webinar from our most recent new membership professional roundtable. That roundtable was presented in a webinar format. It was excellent. Actually, that one's from Rebecca, the one that was our first roundtable call. But we have presentation slides and a handout there, and we have one for our most recent one on March 6th as well. We're also going to be doing additional live webinars and roundtable calls throughout the year. We do about 4 membership division-wide roundtable calls and numerous webinars on membership and revenue topics, as well as special webinars for new membership professionals. To access a schedule of these events, start again on the professional development page, hover over events, and click on calendar. You'll see a listing there of everything we've scheduled at ACCE, membership and non-membership related. And we have a few regional events there too. Events sponsored by ACC have the ACC logo. So if you take a look, you'll see we have several roundtable calls coming up. The next in our series for new membership professionals is on April 10th, and we have a division-wide membership roundtable on May 15th. You can click on the roundtable of your choice for more details on how to join. And during all roundtables, we offer an open opportunity for discussion and brainstorming with your peers. So it's a great way to build your professional network, ask questions on the topic that is scheduled or on and other topics as well. We have several membership and revenue related webinars on the calendar too, including one on member journey mapping by Kathy Height on April 11th. She always does really thoughtful webinars. And then there's another one on chamber sponsorship programs on April 25th. And we have another eTour on May 23rd and many others on other topics, as you can see. So ACC also sends out a regular weekly e-blast every Monday, and that includes links to all upcoming webinars and roundtable calls for that week. We also send out e-blasts for individual webinars about a week in advance. So there's several ways to keep informed about what is being planned. Again, there's no charge to participate in ACC calls or webinars. For webinars and some calls, you need to register beforehand. So just, again, click on the event to see how you need to register. I'm just going to go over briefly a few of our in-person training sessions, just so that you have those in mind. Our biggest in-person event of the year, of course, is our annual convention. It's held every summer. And our 2019 convention will take place in Long Beach, California, as I noted before, and registration is open. You can find out more information on the convention website page, which you can access right from the ACCE homepage. As you can see, you can register there, you can book hotel rooms, and we have started to load content in about the program and other offerings. We will have many workshops on membership and revenue topics. We have a full division-wide meeting, which we do via roundtable. It's an excellent opportunity to meet others and learn from your peers. So if you're able, we'd love you to join us in Long Beach. We will be updating our convention page with more information, including speakers, our workshop schedule, and more in the coming weeks. So please check back on this convention page. Besides convention, we have 2 additional in-person trainings. Our annual sales training conference is held every year in March. It features the speakers on a variety of sales and membership topics for both new and seasoned membership professionals. And our 2019 training is going to take place at the Dallas Regional Chamber on March 28th and 29th. You can click on the homepage tile for agenda, for information. We still have a few slots open. If you'd like to register, you can explore this page to see what we're going to offer this year. We also hold an annual events training conference. If you happen to be involved in planning chamber events, or some of your colleagues are, it's offered in the fall every year. We are scheduling it now, and we'll have information up on that soon. To find handouts from past sales training and events training conferences, click on Professional Development, then scroll down to Resources from past ACCE conventions and conferences. And you can find handouts and track packs from the past several conventions from that page as well. So as you can see, there's many ways to get handouts and resources from the website. And then I'll just cover briefly some of our awards, or where to find information on awards. You just click on Professional Development and then hover over awards. You'll see all those categories. Just click on those categories to find out information. And as you can see, you can go right to the sales contest and Lifetime Achievement Awards right from that page as well. And then one final note, as you move forward in your chamber career, please keep the Certified Chamber Executive program in mind. The CCE is the only national certification for chamber professionals, and it's available to chamber professionals who have 6 or more years of senior level chamber management experience and are currently in a senior level position. To find out more about the CC program, click on Professional Development and then on CCE. One of the requirements for the CCE is that you have accumulated over the course of your career a certain number of professional development points through education, networking, leadership roles at ACCE and other chamber organizations, and so on. So that by participating in this mentorship program, you receive 5 CCE points. So you're working on your CCE right now while improving your sales and membership development skills. If you're interested in the CCE program at any point, please click on my name. It's on this page right there, and I will be happy to chat with you and get you more information on the program. So that's a quick summary of our networking and professional development resources. Please feel free to contact me if you have any questions or suggestions for professional development topics, or if you have any questions about the membership development division. And now I will, Jen, I will hand things back over to you.
Thanks, Susan. Can you guys hear me? I just heard some beeping.
I hear you.
Okay. I'll cover the resources available to your chamber in the ACC's information section. First, I'd like to begin by giving you an update on what's happening in the information world of ACC, because we're going through some major changes. First is that Hero is being rebranded as Ask ACCE. The Hero email has been replaced with askacce@acce.org and an online submit a question form, which can be found under help. In the future, Chamberpedia will simply be called resource pages. The Ask ACC team has implemented new software to better handle requests. The information office is busy with data manipulation and cleanup to prepare for the migration of samples and our resource pages. And the goal is to have it all cleaned up, the samples library and the resource pages, live by convention. Overall, our goal is to make it easy for our members, meaning any staff person at any chamber, regardless of type or size, to find relevant information to help them do their job. So there's several points of resources available to you. The first is Chamberpedia. These are research guides organized by topic that include a variety of resources, including strategic planning, case studies, and chamber models and best practices. There's also dynamic chamber benchmarking. This is a participatory data tool that you can use to identify trends. It's also for benchmarking your chamber against other chambers. There's also the samples library, and this is a library of documents collected from member chambers with samples such as board member agreements, position descriptions, marketing plans, annual reports, and more. We also have the Ask ACCE Help Desk. This is a service we provide to members, which includes basic Q&A and also more in-depth research services. You can typically expect a reply in 24 to 48 hours, and the best way to reach us is through the online submit a question form. I'm going to show you that really quickly. Let's move on to the samples library. The samples library includes working documents collected from your peers, including marketing materials, membership brochures, bylaws, annual reports, job descriptions, and many other items, including award winners. Samples are a great way to save time because you can download them, edit, and customize any document. So how do you search for all this? We recommend kind of starting with a broad subject term. So I'm going to pick a membership topic and then entering a keyword. And that way you'll kind of narrow your results. You can also filter by revenue size or community peer group. So let's take a look also at Chamberpedia, and that can be found under Information and Chamberpedia. These are chamber-specific guides that contain the best of compilation in 13 chamber-specific subjects. So I'm going to go to membership, and you can see we have other kind of more finite membership topics listed here. Take a look at this page. And within these 150 plus subject pages, you'll find in-depth resources from ACCE, also from peer chambers, other expert materials, including research papers, chamber best practices, samples, articles from Chamber Executive Magazine and industry publications, webinar recordings, convention materials, and also links to FAQs that we've built on very specific questions. You can also search for specific topics by using the search bar up here at the top. And the results will be displayed on that page. And now I'm going to touch a little bit on membership statistics and dynamic chamber benchmarking. So under benchmarking, there's a member statistics page, and the data that's collected in dynamic chamber benchmarking is used to produce our membership statistics and operations publication and salary and benefits survey publications. This membership statistics document is free to all members. And then the operations and salary survey reports are available for purchase. And those publications are also free for Horizon, Investor, and All Access Pass members. So you can use these statistics for benchmarking and salary comparisons, board reports and annual reports, and staff retreats and strategic planning. And you can see how in this free membership survey, it gives you different data broken down by revenue category on membership topics. And let's take a quick look on how to access dynamic chamber benchmarking, which is used to produce that report and others. So from your membership portal, you're going to click on dynamic chamber benchmarking. And the benefit of using dynamic chamber benchmarking over the published reports is that you can customize the reports you produce. You can download reports that are customizable by applying the filters, and I'm going to go to fiscal year 2017 because we haven't released the 2018 data quite yet. We're waiting for more chambers to participate. So to apply a filter, you click Edit, go ahead and apply what you'd like, click Done, and then you can download reports. And the reports you produce will also show you how your chamber compares with its peers, as well as your performance over time. The data will empower you and your staff to make decisions, look at the past, plan ahead, and be dynamic with your benchmarking. Dynamic chamber benchmarking, I'm going to take you guys to a slide that shows how your chamber would be benchmarked if the chamber had entered data here. And so that can be really powerful and useful. And the reports are accessible to all chambers that complete 50% or more of the survey questions for any given fiscal year. And entering your data gives you free access to the data comparisons in operations, member statistics, and trends. You can enter your data at any time. However, if you enter your data for fiscal year 2018 by March 31st, you'll be entered into a drawing to win a convention pass. So some things to remember. Your ACCE username and password will get you into dynamic chamber benchmarking. You can participate in 2018 survey questions now and will be able to create benchmarking reports this spring once we reach critical mass of survey participation, which should be sometime in April. You can also participate and access previous survey years from 2017 all the way back to 2012. So you've just learned about a wide array of the resources and benefits of ACCE, and we've got some time for some questions. So if you have questions, you can type them in the question box or raise your hand, as Susan mentioned earlier, and ask them.
Thanks, Jen. I don't see any questions so far, but if y'all have any, go ahead and type them in the question box. We'll read them out. In the meantime, just a reminder that this webinar was recorded. I'll send you all a link to the recording, and everyone in the mentorship class a link to the recording along with our Fast Facts Guide so that you can have the information handy. Let's see. Let me do one more check of the question box. No, I do not see anything. Okay, well, thank you all for participating in our webinar, and please don't hesitate to reach out to either Jen or me if you have any questions. The Ask ACCE portal is the best way to reach Jen and her information team, and you can always contact me at smcguire, smcguire @acce.org, and I will be happy to answer your questions and do whatever I can to help you with your sales and membership learning and career. So with that, I will just wish everyone a good afternoon. Thank you, Jen, for being with us, and we will talk with you on our next ACC webinar. Bye-bye.